What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, we're creating a sketch illustration of a demon's skull. Let's begin today's lesson by adding some guidelines to help with the symmetry and balance of our drawing. We'll start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. Let's start from the very top. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. And we don't want to go too dark because we'll eventually want to erase this out. Let's go back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now I want to use these lines to help us create a circle in the center of our page. So from that center point, let's step up, mark off the top of our circle, take that same distance from the center down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Now let's repeat that across this horizontal line, measuring the distance from the center over towards the left and the right side. Now I'm going to connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So let's start with the top left. Just going to loosely work our way around, and the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the right size and placement in the center of our page. And we can go back and just smooth this out. Let's add another line coming down the side of our circle. So we'll start on the left, coming down, do the same thing on the right. Let's add another line going across the bottom of our circle. Now with our circle and guidelines in place, let's start blocking out the main facial features. Let's start with the top of the brow. From the center of our circle along the bottom, let's step up. It's going to angle us up and then out towards the left side of our circle. Go up and out towards the right. From the top, we're going to step in, draw a straight line coming all the way down towards that bottom line. From the bottom, we're going to step up, curve the eye coming in, then bend that up just on the side of that center point. And then from the center, we'll step down, angle the nose, coming down and out to the left and right side. Come down and then in towards the middle. Now from the outside point of the nose, draw a straight line going out towards the side for the cheeks. Halfway along this line, draw a straight line coming down the side of the mouth. Close out the bottom with a straight line. Let's go all the way back up to the top and draw a socket for the horns. We're going to start on the left side of our circle, draw a half circle coming in and then back out towards the side. And then from here, we're just going to curve the horns going around and then up towards the top. Let's start from the bottom of the socket, curve it around and then in. I'm just going to balance this on the right side. And I'm just going to curl the horns going up towards the tip. Let's taper the horns coming back in. So we're going to come down, around, and then in. Now that we have our rough sketch, let's go back and lightly erase these guidelines. I'm just going to clean up our drawing so you get a better look at the proportions. And now we're going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us add more detail to our drawing. Let's start with the top edge of the brow. Just going to curl this up and in towards the middle. Going to add some shape to the brow, going out, just bending that up, and then curling that back out towards the outside. I'm just going to fold the eyes, coming around and then in. Just tucking that up underneath the brow, around at the bottom, and then bend that back in. Just going to add a thick edge along the outside coming down towards the bottom of the eye. Let's add that bone coming up the center of the nose to a point. Let's move out to the side and add some shape to the brow coming in towards the cheeks. Just going to round out the cheekbones. And pull that up and then in. I'm just going to round out the side of the teeth and pull that down. Let's add a sharp fang along the side and bend that back up. Now I'm just going to add a series of smaller teeth in the center, just working our way across from left to right. Just going to accentuate the brow, going up along the sides. And then I'm going to go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before I add some more detail and shading. And now we're going to go in and start adding our detail. It's going to start with the brow. I'm just going to add some cracks and wrinkles as we go. I'm just going to add a curve across the top of each tooth for the socket, and then just work our way across. And then in between each tooth, we're just going to add a fold. Now I'm going to switch to the side edge of our pencil and add some shading. We're going to start with the bottom edge of the horn. So we can go darker along the bottom and just fade that up towards the top, towards the highlight. And we're positioning the light across the top of our character, so the highlights will sit along the top edge with the shadows on the opposite side. So I'm just going to fade this up along the side. And we'll do the same thing on the right. I'm just going to darken up the center of the head and just work our way up toward the top. And we just want to curve the shadow across the top of the head. Now the cheeks are going to cast a shadow along the side of the mouth. So I'm just going to darken up the top and then fade that down. I'm just going to darken up the inside of the nose. As well as the inside of the eyes. I'm going to enhance our shadows with a core shadow along the bottom edge. So it's going to leave a little gap along the bottom to get a little bit of a bounce light coming up from the character. It's going to darken this up and then fade that up toward the top. So we just want to feather this out. going out towards the side. Let's do the same thing on the right. So just lifting these shadows just up above the edge. Also working your way around the side of the eyes. And I want to do the same thing across the bottom of the horn. So adding a core shadow along the bottom, and then just fading that up. I'm just going to add a softer glare along the top. Again, just pulling this in from the top edge, coming down, and just softening that up. I'm just going to lightly sketch in some flames going around the head, starting from the edge of the mouth. I'm just going to go up along the side of the horns. I'm just working my way across the top of the head. I'm just going to go back and add a few more cracks and details across our drawing. Now, as we get near the end, we're just going to finish off our fine details and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of a demon skull. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Hey everyone, if you really want to discover your artistic potential, then join our Club Masterclass membership. For just $1 a month, you'll gain instant access to exclusive members-only drawing tutorials, virtual art camps, and much, much more. Join our thriving community of passionate artists just like you and let your creativity soar. So just click that link in the description, and I'll see you in the club.